So I decided that cloud storage, while interesting, and I know I covered it in a how-to tutorial, I decided it wasn't going to do for my purposes. It doesn't have any kind of crafting interface in it. It doesn't have any remote access in it, and it's just not what I want to use. I don't like having to have the chest under an open sky, especially not when we're building this fortress cave base thing. So I went ahead and I added Tom's Simple Storage to the pack and on my server here. So we're gonna actually use that. Before we can use that though, we need a few things like some glowstone and stuff like that, and I'm trying to avoid going to the nether until I have to, because that apparently makes the pack harder. So instead we're gonna go out looking for like some dungeons or something like that. Maybe we can find some glowstone out in the world, because we need that to get going with Tom. So let's go ahead and do that then. Look at all that down there. What's going on there? Is that a roguelike? Alright, so this looks like it might be a roguelike. What's that, zinc? Ow. Oh yeah. So we're looking in the roguelikes so that we can find some glowstone to put in Tom's. Light all that up, shut those spawners down before we get there. I'm not even gonna break these, I'm just gonna light this area up. And then we can steal all the stuff here. Gimme. Ah, he broke my damn... There we go. He broke my hood. Or whatever it was, wrong button. Did I pick up one anywhere yet? No, but I have 2 iron. If we can get another piece of iron, we'll make a new helmet. Or actually, we need a couple more pieces of iron, don't we? Well, we'll keep that out. Trying to light it all up before we get in there so that they won't spawn on me like that. There we go. Oh, hey, how about that? New helmet. Ask and you shall receive. Oh, here we go. Creeper. And another spider. Let's deal with the creepy first if we can. That green light is weird. Do you guys get that in your copies? That it's like a ray. It's like it's casting a ray. And I wonder why I see that. Alright, that creepy is like right there. He's like right around this corner. Or something. Where'd he go? Did he go down the stairs? I bet he did. Oh, no, he's right there. I see him. Yeah. No creepy. Hey! Oh god. Yeah, fight each other. That's it. I'll take the winner. I lied. I'll take you both. Lights. Light it up. Shut it down. Nope. Why summon wolves? Oh shit. I'm in a hole. I'm in a hole. Get away from me. Go. Kill it. Hurry up. Damn. Tough motherfucker. Alright, we're fine. Everybody relax. Put some light down this bitch. Oh, I see. It was one of those stalkers. Or the wildens. That's where the wolves came from. Well, come on then, motherfucker. You so tough? You and your wolves. You've got a tag, that's it. Why would you come down here? It's an elephant trader. Huh? Look at this. He turned into an elephant. He drank a potion and turned himself into an elephant? What just happened? Where's your leader? Oh, he's up top. I see. There he is. Check that out. Slime fern? Think that does anything? That creepy motherfucker right there. Why are you so creepy, dude? Oh, hi. Hi, Mr. Zombie. Come a wolfie. Summoned wolf. He was skilled, just not skilled enough. But we are gonna take that. Because that's what we came here for. Puts us at 4, so that'll be enough. Let's just do a little more of this and then we'll go home, because we didn't set out to do this today. This was a distraction. We can always come back, you know? And really, this is just causing us to have way more shit that we don't have a home for. And we'll take the extra ender pearls, though, because, yeah. I can use some more ender pearls, so no complaints from me. So let's warp home and start our storage solution. Alright. Reset our spawn. And God, I don't know where I'm even gonna put all this shit. Okay, so now what we were doing, we already put this down so we could start testing this with some storage drawers. We were working on making toms, and so we've got a controller somewhere. I don't like that. I don't like being able to see stuff from far away. Toms was here. There's the controller. We already made that, but now we needed the terminal, right? We needed to make us a crafting terminal, and it's got to start with a storage terminal, right? So a storage terminal needed 4 glowstone, some chests, some glass, and some planks. I just gotta figure out what I just did with the glowstone. Right there, there's 3. And then we had 1 here. So we'll be able to make a terminal now, because we can do this. There's a glowstone. So there's that. There's the storage terminal. We got a storage terminal now. To turn that into a crafting terminal, we need some diamond and some crafting tables. Bam. Only difference between this one and the other one is this one gives you your crafting view. Now, the way toms work, if you haven't seen toms from my medieval stuff, if you're out there watching quietly, is you put a inventory connector near some inventory. So let's just say we put it right here. And by itself, it doesn't do anything, right? But you can see, it can see all the stuff that's in those two inventories there, because you can see a little pop-up at the top. If we take this crafting terminal and slap that on there, though, now when I look, I can see everything that's in those two chests. And as long as these chests touch other chests, so if I wanted to bring this stuff, the stone stuff in there, all I had to do is take another connecting chest and connect these chests to these chests, like this. Actually, I should probably do the other one first. So if we go bam, bam, and now it should see all the stone too, and andesite and all the stuff that's in these chests. So Tom's now sees everything that's in any of these touching chests. And if I was to add, let's say if I wanted to have the ore brought in, I could take, it doesn't even have to be a chest, by the way, I could do a barrel. I could put a barrel here between these, so these are touching. And so now I have all the iron ore and I have everything else. So it has everything it needs. But what I was curious about was if it worked on drawer controllers. If it touches a drawer controller, will this see everything that's up in these? So if we put you there and we go like that, it does. It does in fact read drawer controllers. So we can set up a whole drawer system to sort all of our blocks, all of our iron, or all of our, yeah, I mean all of our ores too, because you have compacting drawers with drawer controllers, which then you can pull, you know, your block or your ingot or your nugget out. So yeah. So that's what we're going to be doing, is having one big dump place for everything that we don't want in a drawer, like all of the armors and all of that random shit that we loot, and then we'll have that connected to a series of drawers, which will be all this stuff. So we've got that. Okay, so let's make some cable, some Tom's cable. There's 6. Make a little more. There's 12. Okay, and then from there we make one of these. Inventory cable connector. Cool. Okay. Okay, so then you're here. You're my terminal. We take this cable connector here and we slap him there. And then we run you over this way. And now, can I read all that stuff still? I can. Okay, so that whole system works. It plays nicely. So we can set this up. Okay, so I have this room put together now. You can see we have storage drawers all along the walls here. I've got some compacting drawers for compacting things like my ores. If you've never used storage drawers before, basically you can take any kind of an ore. Let's take some gold, for example. You can take some of this and some of that. And you can see I've got 31 ingots and some nuggets. And it shows that there's 0 blocks right now. But if we throw that in there, now it shows there are 3 blocks because those 31 equaled out to 3 blocks. So basically you're storing all of your ore as a material type, and then you can pull it out in block, ingot, or nugget form, depending on what you want to do with it. And then I've started to put my bricks or blocks, any kind of the blocks, the raw materials are kind of what are going to go in the drawers. I always think of the drawers as something that, like, if you're going to have a ton of them, and if you're going to have like an automatic system that can create them and set them up, and then later on you might need to throw away overflow, the drawers are great for that. So pretty much any of these kind of materials that we mine and stuff, I've been put in here. I've got my gems in here. There's coal, emeralds, diamonds, redstone, and lapis, and then we'll add more as we need to later on. And then of course we've got our Tom system, which looks like this right now underground here. It's basically just a ton of barrels that are touching each other, and we can expand this just by adding more barrels. And then that ties to this inventory controller, which if you look, here's everything that we have. And all the things in the drawers show up in here too, because we're using a Tom's inventory connector into the drawer controller, which this has trim that runs under the ground here. I just use birch, but it's just trim. And this sits on top of a piece of trim, which runs under the ground. Oop. And then comes over here and touches this, and then in the corners of these in the back, let's actually go the other way. In the corners of these in the back, there's a piece of trim here, and then one back over here as well that connects this row to this row, and the same thing on this side, this row to this row. So because they are within 15 blocks of the controller, they control all of that. So you can come in here and you really can just dump into this, and it will know to put the stuff. If it exists on the wall over here, it'll put it on the wall, and if it doesn't, it'll just put it in those barrels downstairs. So really nice, clean, good way to do storage solution. Not that crazy cloud system that really doesn't have any kind of like crafting terminal. There's no way to do any kind of like wireless connection to your stuff later on. Like we'll be able to put in a beacon later on and then have it touch this, and then we'll have a wireless remote that we can get to our stuff. Honestly, I think all modern packs should have something like that. Because yeah, okay, that makes it a little easy, but all that does is keep you from having to run back over there and get your stuff and leave and run out. It's really just a time saver. It's a quality of life thing, in my opinion. So the cloud storage is not bad if they would eventually give you some kind of, if they add something to it, like a remote to get to your stuff and in some kind of crafting terminal. So yeah,